bear with me while I'm learning on the go. But we're going to start with performing covers. Now, for a lot of people that don't know what that means, oh no, sorry, I forgot the most important part. Drink of the day. Today we're sipping on Crumpton Oak cider, apple medium cider. Sponsor me, please. It's a pint thing. So yeah, let's spark it up. I'll give you like that dead review that no one cares about. Anyways. Again, I'm lying to you lot, but yeah, I'm just telling you, I just tasted it for the first time. It tastes real nice, it's sweet, it's an apple cider, and I do not care. Now, let's get into that conversation. Performing covers. Performing covers is something that historically within the music industry business has been something that people have done for many, many years. It's always a way to showcase your vocal range and how you can bring something different to a track, or in other words, you can get drunk and do karaoke. I want to talk about this conversation because I have a lot of artists that specifically will send me music. And they're sending me music of covers. Now, I interviewed a woman not long ago who only had covers. Now, to be honest, I only interviewed that girl because I knew her friend and her friend brought me her. So I was like, alright, I'll interview her. But in reality, like, interviewing people that only have covers out, it's pointless. Like, it's not even your music. Like, I don't really want to. I'm not playing your cover on radio unless it's like an official remix or something, or it's doing very good numbers. If you're getting like 2 million views, I might play it. You know what I mean? But in reality, it's no point. And I want to talk about artists that do a lot of covers but barely bring out their music. Now, one of the myths is people like Justin Bieber, who obviously blew up on early stages of YouTube. I think Usher was the one who signed him at the time when, you know, one of his covers blew up and did a lot of numbers. Great, you know, he signed a contract. We've had several artists that done a lot of redemptions and all that kind of stuff online where they're doing covers, yada yada. They blew up. Cool, whatever. Sam Ryder, perfect example. Covers blew up. TikTok was, I think he blew up more on TikTok. Blew up, signed, yada yada. Well, actually, to be fair, he blew up on TikTok, but then he did Eurovision. So he didn't just blow up on TikTok and get signed. He blew up, did a competition, then got signed. So his route was a little bit more different in that sense, right? But the myth is that doing covers as a musician makes you a musician. Now, I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't do and how you should get yourself out there musically, but I'll tell you this. I've been around enough execs, I've been around enough A&Rs, and to be honest with you, if you're only doing covers, listen, let me tell you this, right? You can have the best voice in the world, but if you're an artist who are only singing Rihanna hits, that don't mean anything. That just means that you can sing a Rihanna hit. It's not really showcasing you as an artist. In some cases, if you take a song and completely change it into your own song, okay, it'll show you a skill set of what you can do with music. But you have to remember, like, they're looking for artists, bro. We're looking to hear how you feel on a track. Taking somebody else's song and putting your feelings over somebody else's lyrics doesn't make you, or doesn't show you doesn't show who you are as an artist. It kind of just shows that you're able to take a song and put your own spin on it, or in other words, take somebody else's song and bust a karaoke on it. Because if you're just singing flow for flow, verse for verse on somebody else's track, like, at the end of the day, just leave it. Like, don't come to me and tell me, yeah, can I be on radio? That's not how it works. We're not looking for that. Now, you do get artists that can't write. I would personally, I would say I can't write. I don't write my music. I'm more like a freestyler. And if you hear the music that never comes out, they're terrible as hell. Some of the songs that come out still don't mean they're great. They might be okay, but I'm not going to say my music is good. But I don't write my music, right? So sometimes a freestyle might sound really good. And I just kind of get away with it. But I don't write my music. And if I do kind of write my music, I never stick to what I write because I'm one of those people that when I'm recording, I struggle to like focus on my lyrics on my phone. So I'll see a few words, sing along, and then I completely change in the lyrics anyway. It kind of just gives me like a platform to figure out where I want to go with my music, but I don't stick to it. But I guess my point is, you don't have to be able to always write to create good music. Whereas I don't fully understand why a lot of musicians do covers for like 40 years and then drop like one song. Like, I have so many friends that I know that do music, and they'll drop one song, and then for the next 10 years they're doing covers on covers on covers on covers. They're going to do performances and they're not performing their own music. I think that's a bit like, why are you performing somebody else's song on stage? Like, this is your time to shine. This is your time to show who you are as an artist. But instead of doing that, you're performing Rihanna, Beyonce, Adele, Sam Smith, Ed Sheeran. Like, you're doing bare other people's tunes but your own, or even if you even got your own. And then you're like, for me personally, I would rather see artists have their own music, perform their own music, and promote that. Now, I've done a cover. I haven't done a cover because I'm not really covered. I've just used beats and then like it's freestyled over it, whatever. Right? I don't be using other artists' lyrics. But that's another thing. That's what I think. That's the difference between rap and like singers, right? Like, rappers will take a beat, but they'll make their own tune, right? Because you can't use other man's bars, or you can't use other singers' bars because you're not singing, right? So you're rapping your own verse. Whereas singers will just take the song, take the lyrics, and just sing it. And that's cool, but create your own stuff, man. I just think, you're a creative, you're in a studio. Why go to a studio to waste all that money that you're spending to sing another person's song and then release it? Do a music video. Why are you doing a music video of another man's song? And then to make it even worse, right, you can't even put it on Spotify or streaming services anyway, so you can't even make no money from it. So you're literally just hoping that YouTube carries that algorithm because the song might be hot at the time. Like, let's just keep covers to TikTok, them TikTok challenges things, yeah, when they say, if I was on this verse. I think that's cool. That's something that I saw come out of lockdown, where I think was it Lewis Capaldi? He had a really good one during lockdown. I know Anne Marie had one during lockdown, and that's when I first started seeing it. I don't know who started it, but I know that Lewis kid did one that went really viral during lockdown, and a lot of other artists started following suit. That was cool, and I think that's something that should stick around. It's still going on now. I've actually done one. Never actually posted it, but I've done one as well. So it's definitely something that I mess with. I like that TikTok little challenge thing. It's a good way to get your name out there as well. Because it does very good views and stuff like that. So I agree with that. But I don't know. Like I was saying, A&Rs and execs don't really care enough about your covers. Cause it doesn't really portray who you are as an artist. It portrays that basically, you know what? This is the perfect thing. If you can sing along to other people's lyrics, you're good for like movies. You see them. You see a lot of these movies where artists are singing, like musicals. A lot of them aren't actually singing. It's somebody else that's singing it, and they're just miming it because they can't sing. You're a good acting singer. Look, you could be a vocalist for a movie. Great. Do theatre. Great. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you're going to do your own music, I personally just think you should drop your own music, personally. And I don't think you should be going up to radio stations and telling them, play my song. And it's not even your song. It's another man's song. And it's like, bro, like, it's just long. I'm going to be like, yeah, we got Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. But it's by Stacey. Like, come on, man. I might as well just play Ed Sheeran, Shape of You on a radio station. Do you get what I'm saying? That's my point on performing covers. Again, nothing wrong with it. Each to their own, what you want to do. I mean, you can look at the successes like a Sam Ryder, who in recent time blew up from having an amazing voice, and he does have an amazing voice. You know what? I can't lie. When I was watching the New Year's Eve show, and Sam Ryder goes on stage and performs covers the whole time. Now, that's a testament to an artist that clearly doesn't have enough music. Obviously, he hasn't got enough music out. He has that one song that he dropped after Eurovision. But do you understand that an artist of his caliber, who had a single, I believe the single went top 10 at least. I think it went top 10. I even think it might have been like top 5. He has a single that did very well. Let's just say that. And the one, he gets a big stage and a big platform, and he's performing covers. like, bro, he's doing a karaoke on stage. That's how I saw it. I'm looking at him like, bro, you're doing karaoke on New Year's Eve. I remember I was watching it on New Year's Eve thinking, why is man doing karaoke? Like, bro, I can do that in a nightclub, bro. I can go to a pub. I can go to a bar and do the exact same thing he just did. I don't even need to sound as good as him. I can just do the same thing, because let's say you go to a karaoke night, you got the crowd. You know what I mean? As long as you got the voice, the song on point, every man is probably going to be drunk and gas with you as well. And get lit, bro. I can do what Sam Right. He didn't do nothing that I feel like I couldn't do. Normally, when I look at people like Chris Brown, Beyonce, Sam Smith, Ed Sheeran, Adele, whoever, you look at them and you go, damn, I wish I could do that. Like, they got their music, the people are singing along to their music. It's beautiful. You get what I'm saying? That's the point I'm getting at. Like, if you're gonna do music, do your own music from as early as possible, because if you just start off doing cover, you get lost in the gimmicks of the source of another person's life. You start even sounding like a Rihanna, or you might even start sounding like a Beyonce, or you might sound like an Adele, and you're not really bringing your own flavor to the music. You're now all of a sudden bringing somebody else's flavor to the music that you now start creating, because you've sang so much of somebody else's stuff that you then become that person. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's my point on performing covers. Yeah, let me know if, as an artist, what you think about that. Do you agree what I'm saying or not? Do you think performing covers is a good way to get your name out there? Because, you know, TikTok would tell you it is. History would tell you it is. But I just feel like if you have your own music at the same time as doing your covers, it might work a little bit better. Drop like 4 or 5 of your own songs and then maybe one cover. Do you know what I'm saying? But I've seen people dropping like one song and like 10 covers. I just don't get it. But that is what people want to do in 2023.